The purpose of all of this is to tell people what Friends in Fireballs is.
Friends in Fireball is more than just a connection of people playing a game. It's a connection of friends. It's a group of people that we didn't know each other all together starting off, but we became, I'd say, the best of friends.
It's like I told you when we started this thing, I didn't think everybody would gel the way we gelled, so that's a driving factor. I mean, whether you got a football team or a D&D group, if people don't gel, more often than not, you can't have a solid campaign.
It's a stroke of luck, because honestly, there's so many groups of people who get together and start playing D&D, or so many good groups of friends who can't just keep their campaign going because, things always come up, and that's how life is. And right now, we all are in this good spot where each one of us is passionate about the project, and we all just want to keep playing and having fun together. We all come from different styles and different backgrounds. Why do you think we get along so good, even with all of that?
We're all different, but yet all the same. We have the same goal of playing this game. We're very passionate about it. I've been playing for 2 years now. I'm roughly new to it, but I love it. It's that experience to be yourself, even if you're not yourself.
We all come from different backgrounds and different lifestyles, but do you think that works for our show? Or what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, you want different perspectives on a story so that you get different sort of elements involved. Because if everyone played the same exact sort of character type and the same characters, it would get very boring. Different viewpoints give interesting solutions to problems.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely, and I think that was one of the first questions that I asked you is who was going to be a part of this, and there was 2 names on the list I recognized, and I was like, whoa, like this is for real. And you had like, a list of like 8 or 10 candidates or people that you were talking to, and I was like, this is going to be interesting. And I didn't know what to expect at first, and then the first night that we did anything, we met up at the Kraken, and I met Dusty, and you were there. Steven came.
And my buddy Jake was there.
Yeah, he was there. And then you said there was going to be a couple others, and I was just like, man, this is crazy. And we all started talking. Me and Dusty kind of clicked right away, and that's when I knew that you picked some solid, potential people to be in this campaign with. And so far it's been a pretty crazy ride. Even though we've only done a few sessions, it's been pretty crazy so far. So days where we didn't even play and we were just everybody, hey, who's off, who wants to hang out, and we're all just hanging out like a regular group of people. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be just a afternoon, Ty, how you doing? We'll see you for the next 4 or 5 hours, and we'll see you again for a week.
Yeah.
I didn't want that.
That would be a production. This is literally Friends is in the title. It's not optional.
Literally, and it's so crazy because we're so much alike yet so different, like you said, and it's so weird how you pick these people and it all fit together. It's so crazy. I don't know how you did it.
Well,
you're a genius.
I don't know about that.
You.
I just had a lot of time. I had a lot of time whenever I was thinking about the type of people I want to hang out with when I came back home, and I had literally 6 months to think about the perfect crew and getting you all together in the same room. And there was a lot of planning on my side that went into it, and engineering this game. And sometimes that's how it is with D&D.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we are all from some different walk of life, whether we're like an actor or a nurse or in the military, or if we're a manager at a restaurant, or it doesn't matter what any of us are doing, we all come together and enjoy the game. And I think Dungeons and Dragons, it's a social game where we just come together and story tell, and I think we're just a group of creative people who enjoy that piece. I mean, where does your passion for tabletop role-playing games come from?
I've been doing roleplay since I was a kid, playing role-playing games. I made one when I was like 7, and it was like this total D&D ripoff that I didn't even know what D&D was back then, but I forced my parents to play it. And I had all these characters, they had backstories that literally went nowhere because these were just cutouts of magazines and stuff. But I would definitely say it's the roleplay aspect that is the driving factor for me.
That's my goal, is that everybody's going through hard times. A lot of times, especially in like role-playing games, that's a lot of people's escape from their real life. I'm a nurse. There's a lot of, you may deal with a crazy patient here. You may have a night where you have a code. So sometimes for me personally, it's that escape of, if I am dying in a campaign, it's literally not life or death, when in real life it is life or death. So it's just kind of that escape into, you may be dealing with outside struggles, but here, like, it's different. Here you do have a group, you do have that support, and I do have support in my work life too. I just want to throw that out there, but it's just different. Everybody needs that escape. Like I kind of gave the example earlier today of, some people have that escape of where they go eat out with friends, or they go to the bar, or they go see this concert, or they go to this festival. For me, this is my escape. This is my happy place. So if I can inspire somebody through Beatrix's story, or through my own personal story played through Beatrix, that's awesome.
I will say, and I don't know where it comes from for the two of you specifically, where your passion for D&D and tabletop role-playing games, where it comes from. That's 100% like the reason why in my book y'all jumped to the top of the list to like compared to other people I wanted to invite on the show, because they were good people, but y'all's passion for D&D and like how much you know and how much you enjoy storytelling, it really inspired me, and that's why I wanted y'all to be a part of this. Where does that passion come from for the two of you?
So the thing with how I started is somebody was telling me a story at work about the game, and I literally just asked him, "You play that?" And he looked at me like he wanted to kill me because I was like talking that shit about him, And I was like, "No, that's not it. I want to learn."
Yeah. Because
what fascinated me the most about it is games these days. If you think of a gamer or somebody, they have a phone or a console or a computer, and you got this screen and somebody's content that they put on a disc or on something that you download, and you have to do what they put in front of you to do. Mm-hmm. You can do certain things inside of there that have your own way to do it, but D&D is, I got a sheet of paper, I got these little plastic things that I roll that have numbers on them, and then it's just 5, 6, whatever people sitting around a table and talking. That's what drew me to it, because there was nothing electronic you needed to play the game. It was 5 people sitting around a table talking. Mm-hmm. That blew my mind, that it could physically and just embody everything that you could, and the game is only as big as your imagination. That is why I wanted to play it.
So where would you say your passion for Dungeons and Dragons comes from?
Or
for tabletop role playing?
I like stories. I love them. I'm indiscreet in what media they come through, as long as I get them. It's always in games. Bit different backstory. I went through 7 different Promise games that never actually really got farther than the first session. They kept promising that we were going to play a game. I think only the farthest any of them ever got was the first session playing. Then the games completely died. Over like the course for a long time. And then the Kraken put on their website about learn to play D&D. I go, well, I mean, it's an event. Other people have to show up. There might actually be a chance of playing a game and figuring out how this thing actually goes. And it's worked pretty well. They keep on having it. Mm-hmm. Haven't kicked me out yet.
Yeah.
So.
No. I wrote this whole world so that, at the end of the day, my reward will come whenever I ask y'all, are y'all having fun? Like, I can tell, like, whenever I can step back for a sec and y'all are just, like, interacting with each other in the world. And that's what I think somebody will like about our show, is that they will see us just having fun, and the passion that's behind this project and everything that Friends and Fireballs is about is just about passion for D&D and for friends. pretty much at the end of the day what it comes down to, I think.
And being genuine. It's not a production.
Yeah.
It is a production. In
the
the literal sense.
Yeah.
But it's genuine friendship. It's genuine
Yeah.
play, game time.
And all the stuff that's here on set, or like the cameras, all this stuff isn't like we went out and like we took out a loan to go buy all this. This is stuff we just happen to have, like as a collection of friends that we put together. Yeah, like our buddy AP, he put together hit Pop Nutshells set where we're filming from, and it's amazing. And he lets us come in here and like it's in the same thing. He helps us out with the audio and the video. Like this is.
We get to play with things in here. Pretty cool.
Most of what we've been playing through so far has been homebrew content that I developed over the course of my 6-month deployment. And being deployed is not, I'm not gonna like glamorize it. It's it's not easy just being away from family and like having all these things going on in your personal life that you wish that were different. But D&D was an escape for me, and so whenever I was gone, instead of staying in those low points in my mind, I would try and enjoy building a world that one day my friends would be able to play in. So I literally went back to my roots. Like my best friend who I grew up writing stories with, I thought about the stories we would talk about and write and the things that inspired us, and that's what I put in the book. Whole bunch of new races and subclasses, worlds, magical items, even like different story beats and NPCs and how they all connect and where they come from. And my favorite part of this whole thing so far is when I handed y'all the material, every single one of you wanted to play something that I made homebrew. And some of y'all double dipped into some of the homebrew stuff. You not only took a race, you took a subclass. Like it really fulfilled me as somebody who's trying to be a creative content, just somebody who wants to make something that we're going to be able to play together and like enjoy this story together and see what ends up of it, And I think one of my favorite moments of the campaign so far is I spent a lot of time writing the subclass Paladin Oath of Inner Strength, and whenever you were fighting those spiders in episode 2,
Perseverance.
Yeah, Perseverance. That was the coolest moment to me because it was exactly how I intended it, but not how I thought it would happen. And so the situation was you went unconscious and you got to pop your Perseverance ability, and you slayed a spider right there on the spot, and that was...
Took the red pill.
Yep. It was everything I wanted. It was more than what I wanted. Like, just playing with y'all has been the result of the decision I made one day whenever I was feeling sad to sit and open the book. So I think it's something also that the people who watch our content, I hope that they feel inspired to do the same. Like, if they're going through something in their personal life that they wish was different and they can't control the situation, the only thing you can do is control yourself and your actions. So if you sit and write some D&D content or think of a story or draw or whatever your outlet is, I'm hoping that you are not afraid to do that and that we can show you what can happen if you just let that energy out there. That's my goal. That's like kind of one of the things I like about what we're doing. When I first messaged y'all about the game, what were your thoughts about joining in on it? When I finally laid out what exactly it all was.
I mean, I was 100% into it. I had just gotten out of a year-long campaign that I was running, and like, I was just ready to play, dude.
Yeah.
And then you come at me with this, and I was like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I do in my life. So, and you're an alright dude.
Thank you. Okay. I appreciate that coming from you. That's actually a lot. What about you, Sam?
Well, I haven't played in as many home-brew campaigns. I think only maybe 2, and you did one of them. Mm-hmm. So I was really interested in doing one again, especially. You were such a good DM last time.
Oh, thank you.
And I had fun with that. I was looking forward to actually doing a campaign.
The content that we're going to be producing, my hope is that it might inspire somebody out there to maybe draw something or write something for the first time, or for the first time in a long time. Do you think that's possible with the type of show we're doing?
art breeds art.
Yeah,
Stories breed stories.
definitely true.
And somebody's going to see it in a way that's different than we already see it. Somebody may envision something that we have already done or that will happen in a different way than we saw it. Because there's 6 people at the table. You have a different viewpoint of it, she has a different viewpoint of it, I have a different viewpoint of it, the other 3 have their own thoughts about it and everything, and everybody has their own way they want to do what we're all doing together. So if 50 people are watching us or whatever, those people are all going to have their own vision of what's going on or what a character they may think looks like. Her character and my character might not look the same in somebody's eyes as we see them.
I can't wait to see like what effect we have on people. I've seen some of the comments and the community that we're starting to grow around us is very unique in that I saw that even though there were some hiccups, in our first couple of videos, they were so polite and they were really quick to tell us about the things they liked, and then instead of like throwing it in our face, they were like, hey, I'm sure you are already aware, but you got this going on, and they just want to see us succeed. And so
100%.
I just want to turn that like back to them by doing the best we can.
That first video blew up a lot faster than I thought it was going to, man. And the further we get along, you're really going to see who the real fans of the show are. I know the first video is going to be the biggest one because that's the pilot. That's what gets you flying. And if we can keep even a third of that going, and then that third, how many ever people that is, they keep showing it to people, and that's what's going to grow it. The first video is always going to be the biggest, and it like I said, it moved way faster than I thought it was going to.
Definitely exceeded my expectations. Like
100%. Like, I didn't think we were going to hit 1,000 in the first month, let alone the first week.
First week? Crazy. If you want to come along on this adventure with us, Friends and Fireballs, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be posting new content as much as possible. We try and film every week, and starting in October 30th, we'll be going live. So please subscribe, leave us some comments, please tell us what you think about the show. Hopefully you enjoy it, and maybe we'll inspire you to play Dungeons & Dragons and have fun with your friends. So thanks.